Kerala, Kochi. If you drive 30 kilometers by road from the Kochi airport, you reach a remote village called Veliyanad in Ernakulam. Turning away from the main road, you enter the gates of Adi Sankara Nilayam, an 8-acre plot where the ancestral maternal house of Jagadguru Adi Shankaracharya is located. Melpayur Mana is the traditional Malayali name of this complex, and that is where the Chinmaya International Foundation is located.
Mana means house of a Brahmin, Kerala Brahmin. Melpayur is the name or the family name of the mother of Shankara. Now in Kerala we are all maternal, not paternal. So each individual, when he is born in a family, he belongs to the mother's family and not the father's family. So Shankara belongs to that house. Kaladi is a place where his father was. Now the father was very old. It is at that time that Shankara was born. So in the community, whispers started, say that how can this old man get a child? Then in those days, prejudices are terrible, and they started ill-treating the family. Therefore the father said, look, Amma, he had a full faith because he had the vision of the Lord, saying that I am coming. So he said, you go and peacefully deliver in your mother's place. And this is a tradition in India. So she came to this Melpayur, this house, and there a particular room is their delivery room. There he was delivered. Eternal lamp is kept there, always burning. In good old days, I am told that every day Homa, this fire worship was going on there. Havan was going on there. But for the last 200 years it has been left because the family became so poor they could not. But they kept the lamp there. We are also maintaining the lamp. The building is as it was 1200 years ago. Only 2 times the roofing has been changed. Everything is the same. The designs, the wooden carvings and all that is the same. Now I am going to change the roofing again because the wood has been gone. But it is all teak wood and therefore not much harm is done. But then some repairs are necessary. Repairs are going on. It is there that they have got 2 platforms. One platform outside in the porch for guests to come and talk to the members of the family, and one inside, and inside it is for Vedic chanting. There are no children come and you teach, the elder person will teach the Veda and learn it. That is what it is. So the importance of the place is that Shankara was there born. Again, the child was taken again to Kaladi. The father died. When the child was 6 years old, his Upanayana ceremony is to be conducted. When you Upanayana ceremony conducted, there must be some man of the family. The family people will not cooperate with this lady because of the old abuse or the feeling. Therefore the lady had to take the child and come back home. And her own brother, uncle, Shankara's uncle, presided over, and then the Upanayana ceremony was over. So Upanayana ceremony was also in this building done. At the age of 8, Shankara left home for sannyas. He has taken sannyas at the age of 8. And Govindacharya was his acharya. Govindacharya is the disciple of Gautapada. No man. The mother suffered there. And when the old time, her old deathbed when she was, Shankara himself returned. When he returned, these Brahmins are there, they will not cooperate with him. Because a sannyasi should not come to the house. That sort of a feeling at that time. So he had to himself do it. And etc. There's a whole story. So the place is very sacred. And the Mana was very in trouble, but they didn't want to sell it to any developer, because developer will make it into a hotel and then a non-vegetarian and all that. So they were suffering but keeping it. It is at that time they heard that I am on the lookout for a place, so they came to me.
Why was Swamiji on the lookout for a place? Why was the Chinmaya International Foundation founded in 1989? What are its main objectives?
In one word, to throw a bridge between Indian thinkers and foreign thinkers, philosophy thinkers, so that there will be an exchange of thoughts. Maybe that they are their over-enthusiasm of technological knowledge, they might have been going astray from the Vedantic standpoint. Maybe our Vedantic teachers have not got that vaster vision which technology gives. So it will be beneficial to both. And from my standpoint, our Vedanta will become more strong of philosophy. Now the Westerner is not able to come to India and discover where he can go, because Kashi and Jaipur are the real places now today. But in both the places, the medium of discussion is Hindi or pure Sanskrit. So we will try to bring them together. In fact, in India also, the difficulty is the older traditional students are all Sanskrit oriented or local language oriented, Hindi oriented. Then what we have got English people is only philosophy professors of the universities. Now the philosophy professors in the universities, they have learned it mainly from English books. So that traditional touch is not there. But then bring them together. And since it is going to be in my presence only, I will be able to bring about a mitigation between the two, and each healthily helping the other. Secondly, to spread Sanskrit knowledge. Within the next 5 years, I hope that I will be able to start there a Sankara University, Sanskrit University. So that all our mission centers which are doing Sanskrit, they will all be affiliated to it. So it will be a big university, spread all over the country. Maybe I may shake hands with Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan. They are also doing a lot of Sanskrit. And thus we will be a strong, solid Sanskrit university. As a beginning of this university, we have already started a lesson course, Sanskrit through post. So the lesson will go there to him every 10th day or 15th day, and that they will study, and then the next lesson will go. We will have some questions there that they will have to reply, answer it. The answer papers are checked up and evaluated and sent back to them. That sort of thing is going on now. So about 200 people have already joined. Some from America, some from Europe, some from Hong Kong, Mauritius, near places also. In order to finish the whole Sanskrit study, it will be about 39 or 40 lessons. But by the time they come to the 10th lesson, there afterwards there will be no vernacular. It's all in Christians and Muslims. That is later on the program, not now. Now we have got enough trouble with ourselves. Let us first make our homes all right. Then we will take back those who have been away, straying away.
What are the specific programs being planned at the CIF? The Nagayakshi were lying in various states of ruin and utter neglect when the CIF took over.
Now that we have taken it up, we are renovating the whole thing, and the temples will be all renovated, or being renovated. There is no harm, there is no decay for the wooden things, etc. Only a little painting is necessary, a little flooring is necessary. That's all. We are all doing it. The Krishna temple on the top of it, I am bringing it down and keeping it with the Ayyappa temple, which has got enough accommodation. And that hillock, I am going to have buildings there.
Will the new buildings also be in the old architectural style?
No. in the architectural style that we are available at this moment. It is going to be behind this building. So this building will not be spoiled. But you can't build it now in that old style because wood is a golden price. So roof, this kind of roof cannot be. But we will try to maintain the style of our new buildings without breaking the harmony with the old building.
And that brings us nearer to the question of art and culture. Will the center also promote various Indian art forms?
No. Art is beauty and God seen through names and forms. Is art. Remove names and forms, there is no art. Remember? Names and forms are necessary for art, for beauty. Color, painting, and forms are necessary. The trees, the birds, the animals, the human. Form. Form is necessary for art to play. What we are searching is the artist behind all art. So names and forms are to be removed. So I'm not going to develop there the flesh moving called a dance, or the color painting on the canvas painting, or singing. I'm not going to develop there. That is not the place for it. It's meant for the great philosophers. And they will be given a chance to make use of that place in terms of vacation time. We may give them training, teachers training, give spiritual values to teachers, administrators, managers, industrial managers, so that they can come there 1 or 2 months' time, or 4 weeks or 5 weeks' time, and then we give them some values, and they go away.
Talking of values, Swamiji, what do you think of Western values? Is it time enough for us to banish them from our minds and internalize only what is Indian?
No, Western values we will have to live, because we have to live in the Western world. The world is today organized in that Western style. So our country also, if it is to become really a great nation, it has to stand in line with the technological development. It is necessary. But India has got its own values. That cultural contact we should not leave. Thus, Japan, with all these development, Japanese culture they have not left. The Jews, after all these wondrous achievements, they have not left the Jewishness. See? In the same way, we must hold Christians and Muslims. That is later on the program, not now. Now we have got enough trouble with ourselves. Let us first make our homes all right. Then we will take back those who have been away, straying away.
What are the specific programs being planned at the CIF? Will there be periodic international conferences on philosophy?
I don't think that I will encourage that, because I have been to various philosophy congresses. It's nothing. Make noises, eat, and then there is nothing depth in it. Youngsters are collected from the society and trained in Upanishads and the Gita and the various textbooks of Vedanta. And they are taught how to express it to the average man to understand in the present mood. And they are sent out to the various places, missionaries, to convert Hindus to Hinduism. Not to reconvert Christians and Muslims. That is later on the program, not now. Now we have got enough trouble with ourselves. Let us first make our homes all right. Then we will take back those who have been away, straying away.
What are the specific programs being planned at the CIF? Will there be periodic international conferences on philosophy?
I don't think that I will encourage that, because I have been to various philosophy congresses. It's nothing. Make noises, eat, and then there is nothing depth in it. It's a superficial. And then they bring out a souvenir reporting all that, what they're talking about. Nobody reads that. It has no value. This is much more serious. So that serious students, when they come here, they will be supplied with books and things like that. They can stay there. We will give all comforts to do research. And our own, there are very many great acharyas and pandits in this country were not finding any patronage to do research. So they will also be coming there.
There is an interesting project that the CIF has already taken up to put the Gita in the hypertext on the computer.
Now, really speaking, I don't know anything about computer, but they are doing it. And that is one of the brahmacharis who have been studied and trained here. It is he who has gone there, and he is already an electronic man, and he is doing it. And the IIT, Indian Institute of Technology in Kanpur, they are supplying him with all the necessary things, and he is doing it. But I don't know whether it is beneficial or not. But anyway, it is a kind of modern times. So those who are interested in a computer, let them go there and sit down and push buttons and understand knowledge. See, but knowledge doesn't come by pushing buttons, honestly speaking. It has to be come by subjective study and exertion.
Yes, study and exertion. For His Holiness Swami Chinmayananda, life has been one continuous sadhana. In the last 3.5 decades of his life, Swamiji has contributed to contemporary Indian life the best that Hindu religion can offer in terms of spiritual upliftment. His ongoing Gita Jnana Yajnas, the spiritual order that he has built up in the noble tradition of Guru Shishya Parampara, the charitable institutions like hospitals, schools, old age homes and ashrams that have sprung up under his name and patronage. All these have given rise to a new spiritual culture, a culture based on bhakti, karma and jnana, cutting across all distinctions of caste, creed, color, sex and ethnicity. Latest in the all-encompassing Purushartha of Swamiji is the Chinmaya International Foundation, located at Ernakulam. And Ernakulam has a very special significance in Swamiji's life. This is where it all started for him.
I really don't know whether I was born in Ernakulam or not. Because when I was born, I have no knowledge about it. So others told me. See, it is not a direct knowledge. Others told me that that is my native place. Okay? My early childhood was there. Early schooling was there. But when I came to the college, I started moving out of Kerala. And therefore, if you say that Shankara was also there and Swami Chinmayananda was also born, I accept it because it is a glory to me to say that we both are born in the same place. You understand? Secondly, his house seems to be so near to my own Ernakulam, my own birthplace. So that is also another glory. His mother's family and I am also related. Because I am told again, vicarious knowledge, not my knowledge, that my grandfather, father's father, was from that family. I don't know. Maybe it is true.
What is true, however, is that Swamiji, like many great men of his time and before, holds Adi Shankara in highest esteem. In one of his books, he has described Shankara as the spiritual general.
A general is the one who is the top man, who dictates things. because of his strategy and his knowledge. In the same way, Shankara is a general, and he is not passively sitting in a cave in the Himalayas, but he is going into the areas of conflict, daring them, calling them, challenging them, that prove that your philosophy is all right. And he proved that their philosophy is not logic, this is not in line with the Upanishads, and thus he won over them all, and therefore I call him as a spiritual general.
Swamiji refuses to rest. Even at 75, he doesn't seem destined to retire. His dynamic form is ever on the move.
I refuse to look back. I will look back only after my death. So I don't remember what I did, but I remember what I yet to gain. So I look ahead and not backward.
His itinerary for this year is all set and arranged for. Bendigo, Melbourne, Brisbane, Washington, Chicago, California, Chile, Argentina, Kathmandu, Bombay, Bangalore, Baroda, America, Europe, Australia, Asia, Africa, Latin America. His yajna life burns on, as bright as ever. Will the setting up of CIF in Ernakulam prompt him to spend a little more time there than elsewhere? To rest a little, perhaps? He doesn't commit, not as yet. But surely and certainly, Swamiji is eagerly waiting for funds so that this dream project can be completed at the earliest.
That is exactly what I am trying to do with your film. This film is meant only to explain to them with a visionary explanation that what we are trying to do. And let us see what help will come from it.
Help cannot but come where His will operates. And so we solemnly affirm,
we stand as one family,
We stand as one family,
bound to each other with love and respect.
bound to each other with love and respect.
We serve as an army,
We serve as an army,
courageous and disciplined,
courageous and disciplined,
ever ready to fight against
ever ready to fight against
all low tendencies and false values
all low tendencies and false values
within and without us.
within and without us.
We live honestly
We live honestly
the noble life of sacrifice and service,
the noble life of sacrifice and service,
producing more than what we consume
producing more than what we consume
and giving more than what we take.
and giving more than what we take.
We seek the Lord's grace.
We seek the Lord's believe that the service of our country
Is the service of the Lord of Lords
is the service of the Lord of Lords,
and devotion to the people
and devotion to the people
is the devotion to the Supreme Self.
is the devotion to the Supreme Self.
We know our responsibilities.
We know our responsibilities.
Give us the ability and courage to fulfill them.
Give us the ability and courage to fulfill them.
Om Tat Sat.
Om Tat Sat.
हरिः ओम् श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ओम्
आदौ कर्म प्रसङ्गात् कलयति कलुषं मातृकुक्षौ स्थितं विण्मूत्रामेध्यमध्ये क्वथयति नितरां जाठरो जातवेदाः यद्यद्वै तत्र दुःखं व्यथयति नितरां शक्यते केन वक्तुम् क्षन्तव्यो मे पराधः शिव 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 भो श्रीमहादेव शम्भो बाल्ये दुःखातिरेको मललुलितवपुः स्तन्यपाने पिपासा नो शक्तश्चेन्द्रियेभ्यो भवगुणजनिता जन्तवो मां तुदन्ति नानारोगादिदुःखाद्रुदनपरवशः शङ्करं न स्मरामि क्षन्तव्यो मे पराधः शिव 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 भो श्रीमहादेव शम्भो प्रौढोऽहं यौवनस्थो विषयविषधरैः पञ्चभिर्मर्मसन्धो दष्टो नष्टो विवेक सुतधनयुवती स्वादु सौख्ये निषण्णः शैवी चिन्ताविहीनं मम हृदयमहो मानगर्वाधिरूढम् क्षन्तव्यो मे पराधः शिव 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 भो श्रीमहादेव शम्भो वार्धक्ये चेन्द्रियाणां विगतगतिमतिश्च आधिदैवाधितापैः पापैरोगैर्वियोगैस्त्वनवसितवपुः प्रौढिहीनं च दीनम् मिथ्यामोहाभिलाषैः भ्रमति मम मनः दूर्जटेर्ध्यानशून्यम् क्षन्तव्यो मे पराध शिव 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 भो श्रीमहादेव शम्भो किं वानेन धनेन वाजिकर्भिः प्राप्तेन राज्येन किं वा पुत्रकलत्रमित्रपशुभिः देहेन गेहेन किम् ज्ञात्वैतत्क्षणभङ्गुरं सपदिरे त्याज्यं मनो दूरतः क्षन्तव्यो मे पराध शिव 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 भो श्रीमहादेव शम्भो